Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Winnie. Here on my channel, you'll find a mix of travel, art, and cooking videos. So, if any of that interests you, make sure to stick around. Today, I'm excited to share something a little bit different with you. I'm going to be making a beautiful handmade greeting card, but I'll also be talking about a powerful book I recently read and how it changed things for me in a personal way. Well, as I was reading a book called The Night the Angels Came, a powerful true story of Chrissie Chapman, I was deeply moved by one particular incident. Chrissie shared a moment from a church service where a woman who had lost her two sons to the violence of war came forward with a bucket of water. She walked towards two young men, took off their shoes, and washed their feet. After she finished, she explained her act of humility. These men didn't harm her sons, but they belonged to the same ethnic group as those who did. For years, she had been consumed by anger and bitterness, unable to forgive. But on that Sunday morning, God directed her to them as a step of obedience, calling her to release her pain and choose forgiveness. And by doing so, she found freedom, a freedom only God could bring. As I reflected on her story, I couldn't help but think of a recent experience in my own life. There are people who had disrespected me, and I had held on to anger and hurt because of it. I felt justified in my feelings, but as I read Chrissie's story, it felt like God was speaking directly to me. I knew He was asking me to let go, but I definitely struggled. In my prayer, I told God, I understand what you're asking, but it's beyond me to make the first move. Help me forgive them. Then something unexpected happened. That very day, for reasons beyond my understanding, these same people reached out to me. They needed my help, and in that moment, I didn't hesitate. I did what God's child is called to do so. I helped them, and in doing so, I found my own release. It wasn't just about them reaching out, it was God answering my prayer. By showing kindness, I was set free from the bitterness that had weighed me down. Forgiveness opened the door to peace, and I realized that God truly does what no one else can. He heals and sets us free when we walk in obedience. I hope you're all set free by God. So, yeah, that's the book. If you get a chance, I highly recommend reading it. Chrissy shares so many stories of how God was always there for her, offering protection and provision every step of the way. So, I think you should read it. If you get a chance, please do so. All the steps for making the greeting card are self-explanatory, but if you need help, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thank you for watching, and love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below to let me know who you are and where you're from. Tell me if you're enjoying my videos, and I'm really curious to know what's the latest book you've read and how did it impact you. Don't forget to include your name and country so I can connect with you personally. I love interacting with my audience and I'm excited to get to know you better. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more content. See you in the next one. Bye.